now, police are investigating the fourth murder of the year in Huntsville. It's a big drop, though, from this time last year. Tonight at 6, the Way 31i team is examining perception versus reality when it comes to crime here in Huntsville.
So take a listen to what people had to say when we asked them if they think, in their perspective, crime is up or down.
Probably up.
Really have no idea.
I'd probably say up.
Gone up.
Up.
I think it's went up.
It's been about the same.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman.
And I'm Dan Schaefer. Those answers frustrate Huntsville police, who say they are proactively fighting crime and point to drops in most violent offenses.
Way 31's Sydney Martin talked to one woman who thought she was safe from crime until her nephew was shot and killed right outside her house.
Take a look at these numbers. They mark the homicides in Huntsville dating back to 2013. You can see a rise in the past 2 years' numbers, and last year's 28 is the highest in the city's history.
You don't think that it's going to happen to you. And I lived in South Huntsville. Like it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter if you're from the wealthiest of families or if you're struggling, in what community you're in.
Meet Tammy Thornton. Until 14 months ago, she knew nothing about crime in Huntsville. That changed when her 17-year-old nephew, Brandon Thornton, was killed.
It was on my patio, so it actually literally hit home.
The reality of his death changed her perception to crime in Huntsville, a different time in life for her. Now, time stands still just like this clock that marks the minute Brandon died. This is the question Tammy has for police in Huntsville.
What are we doing to stop all this crime?
I went straight to the commander of Huntsville Police Department's Criminal Investigation Division for an answer.
To just come up with a formula how to prevent a homicide, you know, just being brutally honest, almost like solving cancer. I don't think it's ever been done. But, you know, if it has, we would love that formula, but it hasn't.
Captain Mike Izzo joined the Huntsville Police Department more than 25 years ago and said although people might think the city's becoming more dangerous, perception isn't always reality. Izzo gave me these stats that cover the last 6 years. Aggravated assaults are slightly up from 2013. You can also see a dip in robberies. Huntsville police told us they think they might know why.
We're constantly coming up with different ways to how to address, and it's just problem solving, like you said. Do we sit around? Yes, we get the numbers and we look at the numbers, and then we look and see is there specific areas that it might be a hot spot.
It's not enough for Tammy Thornton, who thinks about her nephew's death every day.
Brandon is just, he's gone. I mean, he's forgotten by some, he's remembered by some, but he's going to be a number. And before, like I said, I was not involved because it didn't hit home.
It always hits home for Izzo.
I could tell you right now that, and this is, you know, from my heart, that nobody's just a number to us. We know every crime, especially a violent crime, has a victim and has a family that's attached to that crime.
The next time I see Brandon is, you know, when I go to heaven. That's it.
In Huntsville, Sydney Martin, Way 31 News.